Hey, welcome back to another episode of Tune Quest. Just before we begin, the link to the free online course and community is below. Alright, in today's tutorial, we're going to be looking at Sexy to Someone by Clairo. Let's jump straight into it. Alright, there are actually only two chords in this song. Okay, nice and simple for us. The first chord is going to be an A flat major. Right? And you know what? Just have an octave in the left hand. Nice and simple, right? A flat octave. And then in the right hand, we're going to have an A flat major triad in its second inversion, right? So you've got the E flat there, A flat there, and C up there. And then the next chord is going to be a B flat, okay? So it's pretty much the same inversion, right? Second inversion for the B flat major, right? F, B flat, and D. And in the left hand, you've got that octave, right? So nice and easy. Right, so it's important that we come on to the B flat chord just slightly before the beat. Check it out, right? You can hear that, right? It just comes slightly before the beat. So that's quite important, I'd say, right? So those are the chords, right? And if you wanted to sing along, that's all you can play. Nice and simple, yeah? Alright, but I can't sing, right? So I like to play the melody in my right hand, okay? So let's take a look at how we can do that. The first thing that we can do is we're going to change the left hand to play this. Right, so we're playing these chords as triads now, so an A flat major triad, and we're arpeggiating them, right? Going up and down. Same for the B flat major. Right, this is the pattern that we're going to have in the left hand. Right, now let me play the melody with the right hand. Check it out. Isn't that so beautiful? Oh, it's just magical. Just two chords. Just two chords, man. Okay. So what do we have here in the right hand? Okay, so firstly, you want your thumb on the B flat and the second finger on the C, right? Now the pinky is going to start there on the G and then go down to the F. And then da da, and then it's going to go to this E flat, right? And then land on that D there, and we're going to take away the C, right? So notice that these two notes are playing that whole time, right? And then it's just those two. And then it goes like this. Right, we're going to keep that thumb on the B flat as we play these, right? Da, 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 da. Right, and then the second time, that's just the first time, right? When we start the verse, that's what we're going to do. And then the times thereafter are going to be like this. So it's really similar, but we're just going like this. So we're going, the melody here, G, F, C, 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 right? G, F, C, 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 and then we're going to flick. Right, we're going to flick from that third finger on the E flat up to the F. And then we're going to play the D. Okay, so that's going to be the main melodic idea that we're going to use here. I just think it's quite important that at the very start you go like this. Right? Because that's like the hook of the song, right? So with the left hand, it's going to be like this. And then it's going to go like this. Okay? So, before I get to that section, let me just play it really slowly for you so you can see how the hands kind of map together. So what's that bit at the end there? So what I'm doing is I'm kind of playing the chords down here, right? So I'm octavifying them. I don't know if that's a word, but it makes sense to me. You're basically making an octave, right? And then I've got the fifth there as well. I'm kind of like arpeggiating it, right? I'm doing like right? On that A flat, and then just like a regular one on the B flat. Now the right hand is going like this. Okay? There are a lot of these flicks, right? Something like that, right? And then we have this. What is that? That's just an E flat major shape, right? Second inversion. No, that's a first inversion. That's first inversion. Right? So it's going down from E flat, B flat, G, and then D, B flat, G. So it goes like this. And then goes back. Okay, so that's pretty much the verse, right? That's the verse, and you can kind of play that, and then we get into the chorus. Now, what I'm going to do in the chorus is I'm going to dynamically bring things up a little bit, okay? So I'm going to play these down here. Right, let me show you what it's going to sound like. Something like that. Sorry, that was a little bit wrong, but the notes are all there, right? Okay, so here we have an A flat major 7 chord, right? Simply make an A flat triad there in the right hand, and then grab that G with the pinky. Alright, so we're going to start there, and we're going to walk down. Right, and that's the melody, right? Right? There we go. Sorry, I was kind of like not getting it, but that's it there. Okay, so right, so we start there, and then these two notes are consistent, and then that melody is just going, and then goes to the C, and then stays on that B flat, and then jumps back up to that G, right? And then so when we're over this B flat major, it's mostly on this F, and then it goes back down to that C, B flat, and then back up to that G, and then it goes here, right, and then it does that, right, da, 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 da. And then it goes da, da, da. G, B flat. Okay, so the whole thing together. Okay? And then at the end you can kind of just play these chords, right? And if you wanted to, you could do this idea before you go back to the... right? So then it goes back into the verse, okay? So yeah, that's pretty much the song, and then it kind of you know, plays around on some of those ideas. But what I wanted to show you actually is how you can improvise on this song. And there's a particular scale that is really magical over these two chords, and it is it's the C minor pentatonic scale, actually, right? So it's these notes here, right? Start on C, and then E flat, then F, then G, then B flat, then C. It's these notes here, right? Right, you could play any one of those notes, and it's gonna sound amazing over both of these chords. Check it out. That's me literally just going up and down that scale, right? Let me jam along on it. Okay, so yeah, I was kind of like jamming along on a bunch of different notes there, but the main scale that you can jam along with is that, right? So take any one of those notes, get that left hand going, or if it makes it easier for you, simply play those triads and just go. Okay? And then you can jam along. You can kind of do that for a verse if you want to. This is how I like to teach songs, right? And how I like to play songs. I don't like to play exactly how the song is. I like to like take some melodic ideas from it and then kind of improvise my own ideas. And that's kind of how I like to teach it. So hopefully you enjoyed this tutorial. And if you want to learn more about improvisation and how to go about doing it, I talk about that in my course, so you can check that out. It's completely free. I made it for you to help you unlock the keyboard and yeah, improve as a piano player and as a musician. Okay, that's everything for this tutorial. I hope that this was helpful. And if it was, please like the video, subscribe, and all of that. It helps these videos reach more people who want to learn these songs. And that's about it. Stay inspired, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.